Because if the white man is scared of something, that's you have to have kids.
Let's move a bit slower. When you say that you're fine, I expected you to say something about Arsenal because
For your safety, I don't want to go there.
Wow.
This is If We Had a Podcast. It's a series of conversations between friends about life, friendship, and everything in between.
That was an unlikely admission from you. That's not usually stuff that you will. It's actually unexpected. But now that you've,
It is really because I'm with a bro. There is things that I say to people on a professional level, and then there is things that I say to people on a bro level.
that's true.
You understand? So whatever I tell you, it's because your clearance level is actually high.
It's high.
It's high.
It's like for what is that called? Is it eyes only? Is it the highest? Is it eyes only or top secret or confidential? I don't know which one it is.
Your clearance level should be like the inner circle. You understand? Eyes only. That is like me personally. Those are things I cannot tell you. For me, I
Eyes
have
only.
eyes only. There's submissions that I cannot. I failed to find the confidence to share with another human being.
right.
And
That's-
then
that's
there's an
understandable.
inner circle. So you and like 3 more people or 4 more
Know
people
those things.
know those things. And
That's
if they are
true.
leaked,
But
I am finished. So
But it's still, the fact is, it still caught me a bit off guard. Like, it's not somewhere where I expect you to be. Also considering that when you say, for example, when you say that you have nothing on your mind right now, that makes me wonder now if you're using that to sort of like hide from whatever it is that you have to face. Is that it might not be that, because now you know my I start psychoanalyzing you, but that's not the point anyway. That's not the point. It just caught me off guard, and I just wanted to make otherwise, how are you? That's like, apart from that bombastic apart from that bombastic admission, how are you? How are you?
Put on my thinking hat. Right now, all the responses I am giving you,
They're well thought out and well
I have my
structured,
thinking
but
hat
they also
on.
have to be
they are genuine.
yeah, they still have to be genuine. They still have to be genuine.
But they are coming from a place that that I wouldn't be ashamed of. Like,
Okay.
if
Okay.
the public-
Embarrassed
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's fine.
So physically, I am fine. I am the finest I've ever been. Like,
Really?
I'm a fine man right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I am the finest I've ever been. I am in the best shape I've ever been in. And
Shouldn't be laughing at that.
mentally, I am standing at crossroads. Like, a lot has changed. My musical taste has changed. My sleeping routine has changed. My expression habits have changed. Like, there's things I cannot say right now. There's people I cannot talk to right now. Yeah, so it's like I'm in a tiny bit of a transition, like from something that I've been used to, and right now I'm on an invisible restart. Like, people still see me as usual,
But they don't
behind
know what's
the
going on.
curtains,
Yeah.
I'm on an invisible restart. There is a lot that is changing,
Right.
and that is how I am right now.
But isn't that like, I think that's what they say about being in a place of like transitioning or doing like some internal work.
Yeah.
You have to like get away from people. The work is done in secret, and then you return like when you're but I'm not also very far off. I think for me it is right now. It's just running away from retrospection. Like I'm running away from this thing that I've had for a long time of going over the past and like trying to replay those things and see if I could have done anything different. Because when I do that, I've realized that you spend a lot of time trying to go over those things instead of trying to make changes. Like actually doing the work to get forward or to be in the present.
Yeah, because when you are going through a time like that, like your mind becomes numb to the present.
Exactly.
And
that's my thought too.
You lose the opportunities to grab whatever chances that you have in the present. Like that could affect the future.
Exactly.
Because you're like, I look at it like you are a mad person or someone who is like psychologically like affected. Because when we meet these people, they are caught
like they're out of in
a different realm.
Yeah, that's true.
Like their mind has been captured somewhere, and that is why we cannot relate to what they are saying some of the time and how they are reacting to some things. So
true.
That is how I think about it.
It's mental. I think it's also it's a mental something, but like which might not necessarily be described as mad, because everyone will look at that differently. But I think it also needs attention. But when you say that you're fine, I expected you to say something about Arsenal, because so now I wonder if you're really telling the truth, because earlier on when we spoke, you said that you were hurt by that, but which is again another thing that has surprised me today, because I didn't really think that you'd care as much about the loss. And also I also projected that not only on you, but I think because of all the other Arsenal fans, all the people I know, I thought you guys wouldn't take it as bad as it appears, because you're not the only person I've like talked to today who is having a hard time with that Arsenal thing. But I think also for me, because come on, like you've not won in a very long time. I think getting that far should have been enough consolation for you guys.
Need to win, because we've not won in a very long time, and football in itself has become like part of our culture, and
it's always been part of our culture. It's always been part of our culture. I don't think it's something that
for us guys, it is different. So sometimes, like for me in my workplace, like you know where I work, so we do a lot of talking, and you don't want to be on the receiving side, on the receiving end of that banter. You understand?
True. Yeah.
So you don't want to lose and have the guys know that you lost.
Okay.
Even if it's football, even if it's with women, whatever it is, you don't want to lose and be on the receiving end of that banter that comes the following morning. So, Arsenal losing when we had just won the Premier League, it was a huge blow, because we even held off on some of the celebrations we could have had.
Because you are
saving like the energy.
That was a mistake.
We were saving the energy for what was going to go down.
That was a mistake, because I feel like you guys are a bit, in that sense, you were a bit delusional. Because, but also, for anyone who is not an Arsenal fan, I think we are grateful. Like we are relieved that you guys did not win, because we are going to have a rough week.
What's a man life without dreams? Come on.
I know that, and it's also by the from an emotional place. I don't think there's anything we are as emotional about as football men, because I'm sure even the guys who place bets do not. Why are you laughing? Do you have a bet somewhere that I'm not aware? You probably have a bet somewhere, probably with a work bet somewhere that you did not cash in on.
I saw guys who lost bets.
How much are we talking? What's the biggest one you've seen?
Wow, I've seen someone lose 10 million.
I'm sure there's even more.
Yeah,
I've
but I
just-
like personal experience. I've seen someone lose 10 million.
For this particular, is it for this particular
No,
game?
not for this particular match, but but on an Arsenal game.
I was
And I've
thinking-
seen the rage that comes from.
I'm thinking if only I could see any like from this game. I think it would have been made from such an emotional place. Yet men are known to be very logical beings. But when it comes to football, I think that's one thing that where men are very emotional.
I think it's because our reactions to the wins or losses have already been set. Like during the game, the ops, the haters have prepared all the banter that you're supposed to receive.
Is it? But I don't know. I don't know if it's just about the banter. I think it even goes beyond that, and it goes to things like I think as deep as our identity as men. Like when it comes to like you said, the wins and the losses, because that's like for most men it's what defines them, whether you're winning or losing in life. That's but I'm quite surprised, and I'm rethinking the whole thing. Because I was wrong to think that you guys would take it lightly. Probably because we also did not want you to win. I think that's why. Yeah, but moving on from Arsenal, do you have anything on your mind lately?
Anything on my mind?
Is there anything that is dominating your headspace?
I think on a personal level, it's just work. Like I'm doing a lot at work. My business is at a very, very good time. Like in its existence, it's at a very good time when I am emotionally and mentally aware of the steps that I am taking in my business. So that is on my mind. Like it keeps me awake because I'm always rethinking my decisions. I'm always looking at the people around me who I ride with. Like, you understand. So but on a broader perspective, like a lot is going on. Like everyone is in the fast life right now. Like a lot is going on. Boom, something else is happening. So I had to even take some time off social media because like everything is happening
so fast. Do you feel like it's overwhelming?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. And like I told you, my business needs me so much right now. So
it's the great lock-in. Someone said it's called the great lock-in.
That is what I do every morning. I clock in and I lock in.
Okay, that makes sense.
I just clock in and I lock in, and at the end of the day, I'm just checking things off my list. Like I did this, and the last thing that I want to do is be scrolling on TikTok, looking at all these things that are background noise in my life. So I had to switch that off. And concentrate on my work. But I'm really interested in knowing like what is going on in your life. Like you have the most silent life I know. Trust me.
You have
the most silent life that I know. People think that I maybe it's just me, but if you were a country, you'd be
like what?
Like
What's the most
like Burundi?
That's not fair to
What has
Burundi.
happened in Burundi in the last 15
They're just
years?
living their lives, probably, but that's not fair to you. You're firing at
Who is the
Burundi.
president of Burundi? Like
the last president of Burundi, to be honest and to be fair, and I'm now okay to be educated. But the last time I was up to date, I think the president of Burundi was called Nkurunziza. So I don't know if he's still the president. But that's not something that I should be proud of not knowing. Like,
so if you were a country, like your life is Burundi. Think of that as a myth. Like if my life was a country, it would be Burundi. But I don't ask the people that are close to you. It's like, what is this guy even doing?
I think for the most part, I don't think it's intentional. And just to like Actually, you gave the answer that I would have given in any other case, because now I'm feeling like we've exchanged answers.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to give an answer that is unexpected. Okay, I don't know if people will think that it's unserious, because you're talking about work and locking in. But what's on my mind as of today, this evening, it's family. That is what is on my mind right now.
You want to have kids?
Let's move a bit slower. Let's go a bit slower.
No,
that's not what
I'm invested. Like,
no. That's
why all of a sudden.
Family is wide, bro. Let's take it a step back. Let's slow down, okay? I understand things are moving a bit fast, but let's be a bit slow. But it's just that this evening I have a great appreciation for family. I just feel like I need to take be a bit more intentional with my family, my existing family, before I can think about any other kind of family.
I thought about it.
So yeah, that's
was actually today that I thought about it.
See?
Because I was thinking, like in my life, like I told you, I clock in, I lock in. So, I was riding, so I left my helmet at work, so I was riding to work, and then I had to get my AirPods in and just listen to some music, the Express. So it's a long, beautiful ride.
Yeah.
So I was enjoying it. And as I was riding and listening to some hip-hop, J. Cole, and he's a very intentional guy. Like if you ever listen to his music, very intentional guy. Sounds like a very good guy. And he talks about family and putting family first, like family is important. And I was like, it came to my mind, I realized that if we treat our immediate family so well, like even the people that are not attracted to us will be attracted to the way we treat those
who are closest to us,
we care about. And then they will want to be in our care. They will want to belong to us, to receive that care. You understand?
Yeah.
Women will look at you and be like, he's a good man, based on how you
treats his immediate family. Yeah,
so
that's true.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, maybe we got it all wrong.
That's a great thought, actually. That's something I've also thought about recently, because there's a lot happening. There's a lot of things that are making us draw decisions. And I think that's such a good thing to say right now, because we are drawn to bringing everybody closer, everybody else, apart from our family. And I don't know whether that is because we feel like we know everyone, like we already know the family and we know their flaws and they know ours. And so we feel like we've drawn lines and we've put them in boxes where we don't want, we don't want to approach that.
I also think the current generation or the current time that we live in is more attracted to attention than intention. So when you are seated with your family and scrolling on TikTok, you are looking for attention and giving out your attention, like it's an attention trade. But what is the intention of what you are doing? You understand? People go right now. It's a very trending thing. People go on trips with strangers. They pay money and meet somewhere and go on trips, dangerous trips with strangers. And they leave family at home.
That's true.
And what is the intention of this? Like it's an attention trade. Like everyone on most of the people, the young people on these trips are just trading attention. They want to be in those videos of those trips. They want to meet all these guys that they've been seeing on their phones. You understand?
Yeah, and I get that.
The intention of whatever dopamine rush they are doing, they're chasing right now. Like for me, it's alarming. Like I'm like, what's the intention of all this that you're doing? Like, how does that count 10 years from now? What are you going to say to your family that you lost a bond with?
Yeah,
you understand?
That's something quite. That's a lot to think about. Actually, that's like a whole episode. But also because that's also worrying, because we are giving attention and all things attention is quickly reducing. Like attention spans are becoming a lot, and now it's like a commodity.
Yeah.
But also, I just now when you talk about family, now I'm wondering, do you think, I don't know, like, because we've become like this sort of thing. There's this argument people have, like, oh, is it family? I don't know, blood is thicker than water. And then there's also on the other side something like, you can keep all your friends, but family shows up first, like when you have and something happened to you. And then the other thing I'm also like wondering, I know it might be far-fetched, but like African families, how like the setup is in Africa.
Yeah.
Do you think that has worsened the problem now for us? Do you think that's part of the issue, that people are now overlooking their families? And to be fair, I think that's something that I have a personal experience with. I don't want to like make it seem like we are, everything going right. You get it? But I admit that I've also made decisions sometimes that I've put my family on the back seat. But do you part of the problem? If that's an issue, like maybe the African setting of the family, or like this, envy and jealousy and all these things, the problem.
I think.
Or that's overthinking it.
I think, as Africans, we think we have a lot of family. You
Really?
understand? The people who live in the cities, you and me, who are independent from their families. You understand?
How independent?
Like, we live by ourselves. Like, we are independent from our families.
Okay.
You understand?
Because when you say independence, again, if you're talking about African families,
I know.
you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be like, that boy. That boy doesn't want to hear about his family. He walked out. He feels like he doesn't need us. You see, like they'll be like, so you think you don't need your family anymore? So
walk out.
So that is it's a walking out. That meme of the religious leader who said you exited. Like, how do you exit WhatsApp group? That bad, eh?
Yeah.
How do you exit the family WhatsApp group? Like, are you possessed? But you were saying that.
So I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't want to say it's a personal opinion, but I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, but it's okay to have an opinion as well.
I've seen it, but I think it's because we have a lot of family. Like Tulibanji, we have very many.
I don't find that.
Nah,
I don't.
Nigga,
I don't agree with
many.
you,
my brother. We have very many. So,
do you mean like extended family, or like? Do you
mean
immediate
family? Some people have 20 brothers in Africa.
Really?
I know a person.
Is it not like an outdated kind of?
No.
Because like we're the generation, like I think that is transitioning from.
I know a guy where we work from. The guy has 21 brothers. Like from one father. 21 siblings, not 21 brothers. 21 siblings. So what I'm saying is, we feel like we have a lot of family. And so we are conditioned to to like run away from whatever they can bring us.
Too much. Is that like are they pulling away too much? Is the family asking for too much? And I do not mean like financially. Is that like in terms of like being there, like emotions and stuff like that? Is that what you're saying?
Together.
That
it all goes together. It's a cocktail of things. Like today, if you are very average, today your sister needs a shoulder to cry on. Like they're having wrangles with their husband, and then tomorrow you've got back pain, and you're not married. Remember, you don't have your family yet.
And even if you do,
and then your work probably is stressing you, your career. So all of this is going on. When you are dealing with people that are not family, that is where most of us find the escape. And now
it's easier to deal with that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's easier to deal with that because there is no commitment.
you cannot say no.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing to think about, because again, we cannot run away from, like, the things we have to be responsible for. And that goes back to the intentionality you were talking about, because if you have a choice to walk out, usually it's not always that you have to like exercise that choice.
Yeah.
But also, if you say, for example, you have 21 siblings, how many friends do you have? So I think it's about
have 10 friends.
No, you could probably have like more than that. If you have 21 siblings, you could have more than.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, you could have 40 friends, and then in that case, your argument is no longer. But I think it's because I think there is like some sort of entitlement that family has to you and to that kind of thing, and that's why I think that people are maybe might want to run away from it. But I think you're absolutely right about family. For me, I just feel like point blank we are just being we are looking elsewhere. We are just more interested in looking elsewhere and running away from the things that we already know, and
we're just exploring.
Yeah,
like
and now
my first life.
Yeah, so I think just I don't know if just staying on the topic of family, just to throw you a curveball, like, and ask you if you can think of head, like, what is one of your fondest childhood? Do you have a fondest childhood memory? In the spirit of keeping it family. If you probably say something that might get you in trouble, like, this is now an opportunity for you to redeem yourself.
I remember I don't know if, but it won't get me in trouble.
No, like I'm saying, for all the stuff you said about family before that, so this is like an opportunity to butter it up and say some really nice, nice things about, stuff.
My childhood. This is not something that
you probably
I can be ashamed of, but it's a very good memory that sticks with me like all the time.
Why do I? Because now you overthink. You're not overthinking, but it looks like you're like introspecting a lot. So that makes me wonder whether we have time for that, because it might be like such a great thing, and then I don't want to ruin it.
No,
should it not be like?
It's short.
It could also be another. I don't know. It could be an episode of its own if it is a wonderful, like. I feel like
we can
now
pick up from there. Let me throw it in there because you brought the thought. Now I am.
You feel like?
Yeah, I'm happy. I
feel like it should be like butter it up very well and then deliver it.
I want to deliver it, and if you want to create an episode for it, we'll go for it. But my dad and my mom.
I think it's funny, but your reaction to that, first of all, may he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. He was a good man.
You see now, I feel like that should be another whole episode, because
no, it's a good one.
That kind of yes, it is, but that kind of conversation, I feel like we should honor it in a certain way. So I feel like we should hold on to that.
Sure.
Let's
now you owe me an episode. Let's
keep that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like there is a lot we can talk about there.
Sure.
But now let's talk about something a bit more, also equally serious. I was telling you earlier that there is like talks of. It's not even talks, it has been confirmed that there is Ebola, like there's an outbreak.
You sure?
Yes, there's an outbreak. Yes, there's an outbreak.
Like how close? Like in Kampala?
Yes, it is now in Kampala. You've not, it's in the city, you've not heard about this?
No, hearing about it and actually seeing it. Like
there are things you do not want to see. There are things you just need to hear and like take the necessary precaution. Even though there might be people who would say, like for example, what's happening in the DRC, like there's a lot of denying that there is Ebola there. But I feel like it's better to like be on the side of caution, because it doesn't take much to just be a bit safer, like sanitize your surfaces and stuff. What I don't think there's anything to gain from denying an outbreak. maybe
It
anyway
should be on high alert.
for health reasons.
Yeah, it should
I don't.
be on high alert because if the white man is scared of something, that's because white people are scared of Ebola. No, I'm just saying for the people out there, who are joking about this,
You just wear that as Africans. We are going to have to cut it.
you can't cut it out. I'm just telling the brothers.
They will have you for dinner. They will have you for lunch.
The white people?
No, the African.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
And it's not even
for
the white.
fellow black people. Like I'm as black as your phone battery, bro. If white people are scared of something,
listen to
take
me,
it serious because white people are not scared of anything.
Bro, listen. You just.
No, you know it.
Okay, but we don't have facts. But also
We don't have facts
about who discovered the outbreak.
No, I'm just saying. You've watched movies.
So we don't have facts.
No,
that
I'm just
it is.
saying.
So when you say
movies of white people saying, like, someone is insulting their friend and is like, bro,
but listen,
like they are scared of Ebola.
Okay, yes, but that's racist because they say it from a racist point of view or a colorist point of view that they have an issue with Africans and that Africans have Ebola.
It's just that whoever made up the name, like.
But you see,
like,
that's something to unpack, bro. Because we are laughing, but like that's some really bad stuff that people say. But the thing is, and okay, why I was saying that we don't have the facts to say that is because, I also didn't do enough research to see who discovered this particular outbreak. But also we know that sometimes international media's representation of what is happening in Africa is not the truest. It's not. It's usually sometimes based on. It's trying to. Like usually there's an agenda with certain things. I'm not saying particularly this, but there's also been like coverage around it that, as in some places, been dishonest. However, that does not from the seriousness of the matter because we would rather not find out that this was the only way to find out that it is a lie is by exposing yourself. So it is better to be safe and take it seriously. And I think that on the heels of that, I think that's for me. That's what I have covered today. I don't have, unless you have anything outstanding to say. But
you want to hear anything outstanding from me?
No, you could probably have. For me, that's what has stood out for me this week. And that's what I wanted to. I just hope, for me, the Ebola thing, I just hope it doesn't get any worse than that and people actually take precautions. Because what I've seen happen elsewhere is not.
If they're talking about it at that level, it's probably true because most of these epidemics are on the radar of the
of wherever. It doesn't have to just be the World Health. Like we are also very sufficient, like to take care of our own health. Yes, and I insist. Like as Africans, we are capable so much, and clearly now I see.
You are capable of handing out mosquito nets.
No. That's a story for another day. And I see now that you have I'm just discovering now that you're sort of biased against
the system.
What we can offer as Africans.
No, not as Africans.
My point is as Africans.
Oh, okay then.
Because there's a lot of capacity and yes.
Africans, we are sufficient.
So then we agree on that because it was getting a bit out of hand and you were you're starting to.
I don't want to go there. for your sake. For your safety, I don't want to go there.
Why for whatever that is. Whatever that is, me I was talking about as our capacity as Africans for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get where you were coming from by saying the unwelcome white man comment. But I think that's a good place to leave it now.
Yeah.
I think the next we will talk about that. Yeah, that thing you were trying to unpack. I shouldn't have asked about.
No. It's a good memory. And when we get an episode that is
To talk about it?
Yeah, deep on family, then it's going to come up. Trust me, because for me, I hold it very dear in my heart.
Okay.
It's a very, very outstanding memory for me.
All right.
And simply because I was... It's not that my whole family witnessed it. Like, it's something that I saw. Just me and my sister.
I can imagine.
I love it.
Yeah, that's. There's always something about witnessing. There's something intimate about experiencing something by yourself or without. Yeah, that's something we can definitely get into.